Hey everybody, and welcome to Larry's Lounge. All my fellow loungers, chillers, ballers, and grillers. And gamers, because we did gamers last time.
We did.
Hey, this is the first time on the new set. What do you think, Tom?
Very green. Well, for us it is.
Yeah, but anyway, this isn't what we really got this for, but we're going to use this for chilling and grilling too.
Apparently.
Because it works, and that's just how we roll. Right, Tom?
Yep.
Anyway, Joe's not here again, unfortunately, because, again, we're still busy doing something else, and he doesn't have time to do both. And then he's going on vacation. Wow. He's like hardly in any videos of mine anymore. Oh, well. Miss you, Joe, but we are going to have a shout-out for him, too. So we're going to do our shout-outs now. I am shouting out Rebecca. Yeah, I got a hard last name here. Zwetsloot? Yeah, that sounds pretty good. At Beck Zwetsloot.
It'll be on the screen,
Somewhere's
so
on the
you'll be
screen.
able to read it.
And then you'll be like...
And we're not kidding either.
Yeah. You'll be like, Uncle Larry did a pretty good job with her name. If I really hatcheted your name up, I'm really sorry. But it's Tom's fault.
Has it? Yeah, because I'm the one who gave her her last name.
You want to do your shout out?
Just do yours, we'll just go in order.
Joe's is going to be, surprise, Bubba's Corner. And his Twitter is at BigShow8725. And his YouTube is Bubba's Corner. He does it every week. So, I mean, like, if we don't get him, then I can guarantee he's going to be in there, right? Pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah. We don't mean to make you sound like you're, like...
Our favorite. Even though you are
fallback option.
You are one of our favorites, but it's like...
Yeah, believe me, it's cool that you're doing it every week.
Oh, it's awesome that he does it every week. And
yeah, we just like to kind of show off if other people do it,
and
if possible.
I just want to apologize in advance if somebody else did do it and I didn't say it because it's been real hectic and I have not been on Twitter a whole lot this last week.
Yeah, no,
so.
he's...
And Tom never goes on Twitter for some reason. I'm not really sure. You gonna do yours?
Well, I mean, I don't go on Twitter, so how can I have a shout-out if I never go on it, huh?
Well, you did today to find your shout-out. Tom, you gonna do your shout-out?
My shout-out goes to Brandy Spooks 333 at Brandy 333 _.
Brandy Spooks.
Speaking of which, this is the last Chum and Grill before Halloween.
It is, and we're gonna do a little thing. We're going to make a Stromboli, but we're going to try to make it into a face or a skull, whatever turns out. We'll see how that works.
Yeah, we'll see exactly how that'll work. It may not, to be honest.
But we really don't care as long as it tastes good, so.
Yeah, the flavor is more important than the presentation, to me anyway.
Yeah, so we're going to get going, start cooking up our ingredients. Ready, Tom? Let's go.
Who says it like that?
What?
Start cooking up our ingredients.
What do you want me to say?
Like... You can just do like, let's get started, or like, let's start making the meat.
I'm at a sink. I'm usually here with Joe. You're usually over there somewhere.
You'd still make a comment like that, though.
I like it better when he's behind the camera. What do you think I think?
It's pretty rude. Rude dude.
Hit me up on Twitter and tell me what you think. Tom behind the camera from now on.
Or if he's just being a rude dude.
Am I a rude dude?
I think you're being a rude dude.
All right, let's get going. Ready?
All right.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Okay, so fail. Ready?
Yes, it was.
The list of ingredients that we're going to need are, we're going to need an onion, a green pepper, some mushrooms, black olives. Now, I want you guys to remember that this you don't have to do. I mean, you got to put in there what you really like. We're going to use sirloin tip beef steaks, and we're going to use pizza sauce, some butter, some mozzarella cheese, and of course our pizza dough. Now, you can get this in the supermarket. It's in the cold aisle where all the cold crap is, and all the rest of the stuff, like I said, inside it you can put pretty much what you want. So realistically, the only thing you have, if you want to really make just a plain pizza stromboli, you can just use sauce and cheese, of course. We're going to add some other ingredients in it because that's just what we want to do. Tom doesn't like all these ingredients, so that means more for me, I guess. So the first thing we're going to do is we preheat the oven to to 400 degrees. While that's going on, we got to chop our onion, our green pepper, and our mushrooms up, and we're going to cut the olives in half. What I'm doing is I'm using butter in my pan. I put about 2 tablespoons in here because I'm sauteing the onions and the green pepper and the mushrooms. Now you can use olive oil instead of this if you want to be really health conscious. So I'm going to put my onions in there, get them going, and put my green peppers in there, get them going. And the mushrooms you can put in right away, or you can just wait. You know, mushrooms are really good. Tom doesn't like them, but I like them. You know why? You know why I like them so much, Tom?
Why is that?
Because I'm a fun guy.
You know, I knew there was a joke with that, but since I kind of focus on this, getting hit right away.
Also, I cut my olives in half. Now they are not getting cooked in here. They're going to get just put in when we put this in the roll, or not the roll, the dough. I'm going to get them going. I'm going to let them saute for a little while, and then I'm going to put some.
Real quick, the mushrooms look like they're just the caps to it.
Yeah. When you clean a mushroom, you take the stem off of it. Make sure you clean it good because
you just yank the stem out.
Yeah, you can just kind of wiggle it back and forth and it'll pop out. And you just slice up the mushroom. But make sure you clean them first because they usually have dirt on the outside of them. So we're going to get them going. I'm going to saute them for a little while in here. Get them a little bit soft, but not all the way. And then I'm going to add the steak in there to get that cooked all the way. I'm going to break that up in little pieces and I'll show you how we're going to do that. And I'm going to put some pizza sauce in there. Alright, so I want to get my dough ready right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some flour. I put handy wrap down. You can use wax paper if you want, but handy wrap sticks to itself, so it's like, that's why I can overlap the handy wrap to get it kind of like the size that I want there. Okay? And you know what? I'm going to put a little flour on here. The reason why you want to do this is so you don't want it stuck to everything, right? So flour it up nice and good. Right? And then we're going to push that thing out. The one thing that can be quite annoying with dough is that it wants to keep going back to where it started. So anyway, I'm going to get it like that. And I'm going to take out my trusty rolling pin. Put a little flour on there. And I'm going to try to roll this thing out. And as you can see, as I roll it, it kind of goes right back into the shape that it started. So it can be quite annoying. Now, this rolling pin right here is actually a marble rolling pin. Isn't that kind of cool? That thing is heavy.
It's solid stone.
Yes, it is. See what I mean? You see how it is? It's not cooperating. So while I'm going to keep working on this, like this, I got to go back to the, after a while you just get pissed at the rolling pin and you you can also like gravity take this thing, like you're making a pizza, and it'll actually start stretching it out. And then when I finally get this done, to a big old thing like this, then we'll put all the stuff in there. But I just wanted to show you how I'm getting that started, and then I'm going to keep cooking this stuff because we got to get that done first. Okay, so this is how I do it. I break the chip steak in there, or the beef tip steak. I don't like, I don't know if you guys ever had steakums, but they're pretty nasty. So you want to break these up in little tiny pieces, put that in there, get that going, until this is all the way cooked. You don't want to see pink anymore in these things. So I'm going to put quite a few of these in there and get them real small. And then after I do that, then I'm going to add some of this pizza sauce in there and get that going. So we'll show you when we get to that step. So I have all the steak in there and it's starting to brown. You got a little pink in there still, so I'm not going to take it out yet. But I am going to add some pizza sauce in here. So I'm just going to, actually you can just kind of like dump it in here. See how much I add. I'm going to probably put this whole little jar in there. And this jar was approximately, let's see, it's 14 ounces of sauce. I know we didn't say about how much steak there was, but it was a whole pack of it. I didn't look at the outside of the container to see how much it really was. the amount, how many ounces it was. But you can judge, you know, how much you want in there. I mean,
you don't have to have the same amount of meat. You don't have to have the same kind of meat.
Right. And so,
want to fill a stromboli with ham? You go right ahead.
So I'm going to mix this up. I'm going to let this go for a little while because I want to get all that meat completely brown. It's going to be hard now to see if it's pink or not. That's why I got this almost all brown before I even put the sauce in. But now I want to cook it in the sauce for a little bit. And then we can put it, I can still working on that dough. And we'll get that to the point where we can put this stuff in there. Put some cheese in there, put her in the oven, and then we get to eat it when it's done. While I was getting the dough ready, I put this on low now because everything's done and I'm letting it simmer still. But I'm going to add the olives now because they don't need to cook. But we're going to just mix them all in here now, get them already warm. So when we put this inside the dough, everything's nice and warm together. So anyway, oh, this just looks like goodness right here, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. I could just eat this on a roll because it looks delicious. Okay, so we're gonna just let that simmer there while we're getting the dough ready now. So we're gonna go over here. I sprayed this with some pan butter stuff on there. Look, I did pretty good, didn't I?
Yep.
Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we are going to put this on our cookie sheet like so, right? Okay, now we can make a little room here. See, and also like, you see how much, except for if it leaks out the side, but you get the general idea, you can clean that up pretty good. So right now we're gonna have this, we're gonna bring over, we're gonna take our mozzarella cheese, which I left over here. Oh, also, in the meantime, I wanted to tell you guys, I about a quarter cup of butter I put in the, in a bowl and I microwaved it. You can cook it on a stove if you want to, just to melt it completely, because you're going to need that to brush the outside of this. And then we're going to take our mixture here. We're going to bring this over. We're going to put this, remember, on half, because we're folding this thing in half. So we're going to put it in. Now you might not use all your mixture up, so just be careful with putting it on there. I'm going to use as much.
Too much on, stromboli's not going to fold right.
I'm going to put as much as I possibly can because I kind of want it round. Because I'm going to trying to make a face out of this. I'm thinking like right about there. That looks like a decent amount, doesn't it?
Looks like a lot.
Looks like a lot. And then you're going to take your mozzarella cheese. And we're going to, if you like mozzarella, put lots of mozzarella on it.
Which I do.
Yes, and so do I. So we're going to put a lot of mozzarella. Matter of fact, this was an open bag already. We showed you a full bag, so this is not a full bag going on here right now. But that's what we're going to do. Now, it's not going to be real easy. I mean, you fold this in half and it's not going to stick to itself because of the flour on there. So what I'm going to do real fast is take a little butter and I'm going to go on the outside of this, like this. Okay, and then I'm going to fold this in half very carefully. There we go, and then pinch it together. And it looks like a big old clam, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna fold this kind of like this. Now you could just leave it like that, but see, we're gonna try to make something out of this. So we're gonna change this up a little bit. I'm gonna try to get him over this way. We're gonna try to get him more round than this. Come on, cooperate, cooperate. Cooperate, please. It's not cooperating very well, and Tom's getting a kick out of it.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit, huh? All right, so I decorated it the best I could. It made a mess everywhere, as you can see, it's leaking shit everywhere. But then I'm going to...
It's kind of like some sort of goblin or troll or something.
Yep. Whoa.
Stromtrolli.
We were gonna try to make it into a skull, but that was like nearly impossible. So I'm gonna douse this thing with butter right now, and then we are gonna put it in the oven, I believe for a half hour. I believe that's what.
Yes, it's half an hour.
Now, guys, got to understand this is not my recipe. I follow recipes that I find online and stuff. Now, I didn't see this made into this kind of face, so we will see how this actually turns out.
Because this isn't cooked yet.
Because it's not cooked yet, right? And I had a little problem with the dough. Every time I pushed it together, it came back apart. The butter didn't make it stick together. I don't know what's going on. Good luck with it. If anybody has any tips for me, please hit me up.
We hardly ever cook with pizza dough.
Yeah. So now we're going to put it in the oven, and I believe
and you are going to want to poke holes in it, by the way.
Yeah.
So.
And that's why we put them where the nose is. Plus, there's openings all over this. So I expect after this is done that there's going to be shit all over this cookie sheet. Well, you know, maybe it'll surprise me. We're going to put it in the oven now for, is it half
an hour? Yes.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Okay. So we'll put it right in there. And don't forget, everything on the inside is already cooked. We're just cooking the dough right now on the outside. So we're going to just wait now. I probably should turn the flame off on the stove when I go and do other things, huh? So our stromboli is finished now. Now, it's a golden brown, right? That's the color you want. And there it is, guys. I mean, get yourself a pizza cutter or a really sharp knife and then cut your pieces that you want. And there you go. I think it's kind of cool looking. Time to dig in.
Yep.
This looks absolutely scrumptious. I want to take a bite with all this stuff in it, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's really good. Now remember, guys, you guys can put whatever you want in here. Yeah, these steak knives suck, don't they?
A little bit. I should grab the good ones.
Yeah, I know. You can put whatever you want in these. You know, like I said, you can put pepperoni in there. You can put ham in there. You don't have to put beef in there at all.
Whatever you want to put in there.
Whatever you want. We're okay with any of it for, you know, for
except
shout-outs.
pineapple.
No, they can put pineapple in it if they want to. It's up to you. I don't know why you would, but it's up to them. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys try this out. Send us your picks. Maybe we'll pick you for a shout-out. It's a little bit more difficult than the last couple things that we made, but I think it still works.
Yeah.
And I think it's just a delicious meal. So try it out, guys.
And if you can get it in the shape of a skull, let us know.
Yeah, right. And if you can stick it together, let me know too, because I was struggling with that. Anyway, guys, remember to like this video. Don't forget, no hate needed, just love. Till next time, grab yourself something cold to drink. Put your feet up and relax. We'll see you at the lounge. You were way early.
I think you were way late. You're always quicker than that.